Big welcome to you, my dear Cancer, and always a big welcome to the other zodiac signs. That felt like today, getting an inspiration or just getting a different perspective of where they are at today, because the influence of sun and moon to each other, we all feel that, and this is why I'm actually doing the reading when the moon is in your sign, so I get that feeling for you, because how can I do a reading for another zodiac sign? And it's really important to me that you know that I'm not predicting the future. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to inspire you. That's why it's called the Tarot Yoga Inspiration. And I am inspired myself by the oldest tarot decks from Oswald Wirth, then the Hermetic Tarot, as well then Rider-Waite and Aleister Crowley. I have them all in my past. I go back as far as 1888, and then I have the present, and they get more contemporary. And until 2021, the last one from Alberto Villoldo, I have put shamanism and all these energies in there. So I'm here to just give you a different perspective, and I hope this will help you. So let's begin. We have the sun in Taurus. Now I'm using these as a demonstration. Rider-Waite are the cards that are most known. And I didn't shuffle them, right? So these are just here so you can see where the sun is, which is in Taurus. And Taurus is the Hierophant. Taurus is the high priest. And the high priest, it's his calling. It's not that it's his job to do that. It's his calling. And only when you get the calling to get yourself between two pillars and be here and have a connection, a tribe, a triangle that's pointing upwards, that color red. One is red and one is white. And that's the school, the Tantra school even. The mudra here that he holds in his hand is 2 fingers pointing up, 2 finger points down, and he is in the center. The 3 stages in his head is 3 stages with his scepter. So since in the Brotherhood of the Rose Cross, where Oswald Wirth was in, and then the other one, the Order of the Golden Dawn, each member had to paint their own tarot deck. And I am creating my own deck, and so that's why I'm actually doing these reading. And then of course I publish them. So for me, since I am a yoga teacher and do teacher trainings, I wanted to begin to see how can I bring this energy into Taurus. And Taurus sitting here between the 2 pillars, I want him to become the 2 pillars. I want him to become the movement. So it's inhale, rise your arms up to the information. Exhale, bow down, down to the earth. And then inhale, come back up. The air that's coming down in the center and the air that's coming up is then that forever connection between right and left, up and down, inhale, exhale, right? So this is inhale and exhale. And you can see I am not finished yet. I am painting them again because I'm realizing this is really powerful. And so I'm doing this so I can learn more how to integrate these cards with all the others. So this is the Taurus energy that's influencing you, that's highlighting you. And the moon is again now waxing. So here you have your card. You're the success, you're the summer, you're the 21st of June is the summer solstice, the longest day, the yellow behind you, the success that you have of your third eye, to be between black and white. I mean, this card alone, you can talk 1 hour about it. And here you have the yoga cards that I did, and I want him to become himself the horse, the Ashvasanchalanasana. Then I created out of the two sphinx, I created here the faces, create the cup, the Holy Grail, and Manhattan behind there, because I lived there for 17 years, and the chakras right in the center. So this is you, my dear. You are Ashvasanchalanasana. You look at yourself and you're like, yes, I know where I want to go. I know what I want. The court card that is connected to Cancer is the Queen of Cups. Her dates are June 10 and July 12. So as you see, she is water and water. She's the watery aspect of water. And she sits at the edge of the lake or of the ocean. And her Holy Grail, her cup, she's looking at it. And of course, the two angels that are here are watching over it. She's the healer. She is a very powerful energy. And so you can learn to harness this energy. You can learn to work with it, because you now get from Taurus, the spiritual information is coming down. He is a fixed sign, and the star is fixed, and the sun is a star, so it's very fixed energy that is coming down this month. But in this fixedness, we can then create something that begins the summer. He's cardinal, and this begins new projects, this begins something. And so in the moon, when Cancer is in the moon, there is an emotional energy that is then being established. It's almost like, yes, I get it. I get that this information is coming down. I get it that this is happening to me, and I'm listening to the signs. So let's begin. The first card from Oswald Wirth that came out, and I use only the 22 major arcanas, is Le Soleil. These are French cards. He was Swiss, but created them in French language, because near the border of Swiss is France, Germany, and Italy. So Le Soleil with Oswald Wirth, these were used 1888 already in the Rose Cross order. So very powerful people are looking at these cards or created these cards. And here we are able to be in the understanding that these 24 rays, 12 in yellow and 12 in red, is saying the sun is always shining. It's just in our perception that she's gone for 12 hours, or sometimes then in the summer less. So the sun is shining a light through Taurus upon the moon where your sign is. You see? So already we can create here a very powerful moment because of what's happening up in the stars. And this is a star. This is the closest star we have. All the other stars, they're even bigger than the sun. And of course, that's what we see then as a star ray. And you have the star right here above your head. So there is this, yes, you are a star child. Yes, you are in that celestial connection. Then the next card comes from the Hermetic Tarot, and that's black and white. So this is these two opposite orders. There's one, it's called Rose Cross Order, and the other one is called the Order of the Golden Dawn. And these both started 1888. And this deck inspired then Rider-Waite, which comes after 1920, and Aleister Crowley, which comes after 1969. So a new beginning, the foolish man, it's written here, the foolish man. And as you can see, he's quite this empowered. The symbolism that's in these cards, that's why I actually put them into the past, because that's where all these other cards from, right? Particularly these, and these are all inspiration for then the next generations of cards, and now of course also for me. So for me, I'm, like I said, wanting to learn about these cards, wanting to know what these men wanted to tell us. And here you begin, through the sun in Taurus, you begin a new movement, right? Because that's what I feel, that the church is or needs to come out of its old pattern and needs to create a movement that is more transparent. All these institutions, we don't know what they're doing. They give us the feeling there is an energy out there and we are under its spell or we are under its influence. And if we do something, he's going to put the finger up. And I don't want that. I don't want this kind of energy. I think it's beautiful that he has the calling to be here, but I don't want to follow a person like that. I want to follow rather someone that bows down to the earth, that is connected to what this world is offering us and not accumulating more wealth. So you begin a new movement through the influence of the sun in Taurus. Now comes Rider-Waite, and here comes the King of Wands reversed and the 10 of Swords, which is quite an intense card, because the 10 of Swords speaks about the sun in Gemini, which next month the sun goes into Gemini. Next month there is like an ending, because the sun, the 10 and the 10 comes here together. And you can see that 10-10, the sun is now giving you a full letting go of this kind of thinking, this excessive thinking. Letting go of, yes, I do not want to worry. I do not want to do certain things anymore. Now, what's very fascinating, he has the same mudra like him. So he's not just anybody that's lying there in all these swords. He is someone that learned and studied and is, like I said, letting go of this kind of behavior, letting go, because then even the King of Wands that is reversed is saying, yeah, things gotta really go. This kind of masculine, controlling energy over the female, over women. Why are men creating laws over female bodies? I mean, it doesn't make sense. So the King of Wands is saying, we gotta change something, we gotta let go. And this new beginning back then brought that to you. Then comes Aleister Crowley, and again the Fool came up, and you can see now these cards. I mean, these are intense. These are, there is huge information in these cards, and sometimes even to the point where we get an overload. But yes, you are framed with a new beginning here in letting go these intense thoughts. Then the golden dawn is rising here already, And the summer, the fixed sign, the Leo after you, there is and can be then a new growth cycle, can something new to come to you. Then comes Hermann Handel, 1985, and out of Hermann Handel comes the 3 of Stones and the 2 of Swords. And now in connection with the other cards, it's almost like, yes, now you're able to build something new, because that's Mars in Capricorn. And you find a peacefulness in rebuilding, in reconnecting, a peacefulness, because this is Moon in Libra. And Moon in Libra is saying, yes, you find the peace, you find in a collaboration, in the workings with other people, a connection. And again, the tribe, again, the triangle. You find peace in this movement, in this new movement that is highlighting you, so that you can successfully go forward and enjoy the summer, enjoy all the success that now comes through this kind of work to you, right? So here Mars in Capricorn, and then Moon, of course, in Libra, just thinking. You are not anymore thinking just about yourself. You are actually now working also with others. And then I have 1988, and so a circle has closed. The medicine woman from these cards to here are 100 years, and that's the past, and that's why I'm doing these reading like this. So here comes 9 of Stones and 9 of Arrows, 9-9 portal. And a 9-9 portal means that the completion is there. The completion of now building what you started here is into the 9, into I have a success, I have the knowledge, I have learned through working with others, the wisdom or the knowledge keeps going further, and I give this knowledge to the next generation. I show them how to survive. I show them how we can do things better. And this is why we evolve, because we have learned and we don't want the next generation to do the same mistake. But nevertheless, they will have to make their mistakes, and everything repeats itself. And you focus very strongly into this. As you can see, you focus through the 9 of Swords. It's almost like you take one back and you focus. And I find it really, really sweet, because here in the Rider-Waite, she sits on her bed and she cannot even sleep. And here I really love how this medicine woman has created these beautiful cards, like very inspirational, the way she, even negative cards make you feel like, yeah, I have power within me. It's not like, oh my God, here I'm destroyed. I'm lying dead on the floor and all 10 swords are in my spine. So this is very beautiful, and I like to, for that reason, show you that. Now we come to the present moment, and in the present moment now we begin with more contemporary cards. And here the first 2 came up in the mystical moment oracle. One came upside down and the other one just literally fell over it like that. So it's almost like saying, yes, there is the number 26, there's a number 26, which gives an 8, which gives an infinite loop, like I said, of transformation. We all have to go through the transformation. We all have to learn. We all have to learn to focus. And it's interesting how, because she's upside down, she's able to look up at her, and she's focusing through the camera with her new ideas. She's creating through Taurus, she's creating something that she wants to bring into the world. And where is she focusing on with the number 5 and 0, the number 55, the Hierophant, and 0, the Fool, right? So there is a creative process, there is a spiritual creative process happening, a new beginning, because the creativity that we bring into this world is when we are spiritually connected, because the information always comes to us. And now she is focusing on that. The next card that's coming from the Good Tarot is Temptation, the number 6. This is the devil that is lying here and is completely has fallen asleep, overeating, overindulging. And again, with the reverse card, something wants to release, something really wants to go, and you focus on that. You focus on a big transformation. You focus on that something is not the way you want it to be, and so you gotta let it go. And it was really powerful then from the mystical shaman comes the 5, comes the beloved, comes the heart, and it's almost like this is ending. This is saying no more. This is saying no more. All the reverse, all that I don't want certain things in my heart anymore. I want to focus and focus on what I can do for my heart, what I can do for my well-being. I don't want to focus on this anymore. And this is Capricorn. And Capricorn was here, right? Mars in Capricorn, the 3 of Stones, the collaboration, the working together, the new movement, the triangle that's pointing upwards. And then from the animal spirit guide, look at this, comes the butterfly. And this time the butterfly is literally looking at her and is saying, yes, you did that transformation. You did create something that is able to give you a new meaning, a new shift. And it's really about all our, how we create a change, how we create a shift, and how we transform and change something, and what are we doing with it after. So the butterfly is undergoing great change and transformation. I mean, how much more clear can be the message? Transformation, change, the 8, it's infinite. Like I said, every generation has to go through the transformation, and we cannot take that away from them. So when it comes in balance, I mean upright, then it's cheerful and graceful. So the energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transitions. And this transition is important because you are letting go of things that have not worked in your mind anymore. You are letting go deeper through focusing, and you are letting go of, like I said, this male dominant energy, right? So he's like, here he's looking into the past, and here he's actually looking into the future. Even though he's upside down, he's hanging upside down. So for her as well, right? She be looking into the past, but when she is reversed, she looks actually into the future. So in a way, it's good what's happening here. And then comes very beautiful, the Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, and the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands is Sun in Aries. So here you have a Pisces, here you have Taurus, and you have Sun in Aries. Maybe you are, so here you see that Taurus is coming up, but a new version of Taurus. And this new Taurus energy is saying, yeah, I want to inspire others. I want to be in this new movement. I want to connect to something new. And you are able to do that because You have Pisces. Pisces is looking for a new path, is a water sign like you. And Pisces is here and bringing you beautiful gifts. And you give yourself now the permission to fall in love with yourself, to fall in love with this spiritual movement that's going forward. The 3, which is always within the 5, is the 3. And he is sitting here on his chair, and the horse in the back, it's almost like saying, it's calling him. It's saying, hey, let's go, let's move. And let's move up, let's move, and let's find, and then let's go forward, and let's have fun with the information that is coming down, that is coming into the crown of the Hierophant, that is helping you to go up or to go down, right? So it's a little bit similar. I also have the error that's coming down and the error that's going up. Good. Now the future. We have the first card, the Creativity Oracle. Again, a butterfly. But this butterfly is literally saying, yeah, now I am flying. I am ready to take my flight into the future. And the card is called Wish Granted. Believe in your abilities as a magic maker to manifest your wishes. They will soon be your reality. The number 10. And the sun that is highlighting through Taurus, you, is giving you a new perspective, is giving you a love, a new gained love. And you are able to transform, you are able to see that you're ready to go forward into the future and make things happen, create something beautiful, even though you have the 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands is Moon in Sagittarius. And so you have a 3 times 9 portal with the other 2 cards. And the portal is saying, okay, you have the 9 of Stones, the 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Wands, and you are coming into a completion. You are coming into an understanding that things, like I said, have to come back again and again and again. And no matter how hard you have been hurt, you keep going forward. You keep going into the direction of the north, into the direction of expansion, into the direction that gives you the power to start new. Here you stand and you have the information that's coming down. Like I said, the information of Taurus. He is the one, it's his calling to be the spiritual leader, to be the shaman, and you are becoming the information. You are getting the information in the future. Then comes the Muse Tarot, and here is the Queen of Voices, which is a Libra, and the Libra energy was here with the 2 of Swords, a peacefulness, a connection, and arriving and being a peacefulness that you have found and that you have then focused on when you focused back on those on the peace, right? The peace that is here with the moon in Libra, even though you have here this energy which is Mars in Gemini. So Gemini next month will be very interesting. Gemini, the letting go of this excessive kind of thinking, worrying, focus on the next step. What do you want to do? Focus on that one clear thought and make that clear thought a manifestation. And then comes from Alberto Villoldo the last, the shaman's dream. And then you can dream your world into being. And the shaman's dream says, first breath, beginner's mind, and the repairing of the veil, forgiveness. So it's very important that you understand that you begin again and again new. You begin again and again new to understand these cards, these spiritual messages that are coming down. You begin again and again to understand the new movement that is wanting to come down, the new movement that you bring further through the horsepower. The horsepower is important. Horsepower is measured, all the cars. So the beginner's mind that is coming to you, you can create now the new magic, the magic maker, the wish granted. You can create something empowered, and know that when you do that, you are part of some of the movement. You yourself are the movement, and then the shift is clear, because a beginner's mind can forgive as well and come into the central line. Always come into the center, always come as well here into this center, the spine where the chakras are aligned, and then you're connected here with this powerful central energy. And that's it. You are here to give the people now the healing that it's needed, and to tie in the last reading, which was bringing true love down to the people and the earth. So these are the pictures. This is what you had in your last reading, and it's saying the Earth Keeper, right? The Earth Keeper is here to give you the power, and you are moving it to the next level. You are giving the people now an understanding that healing, the water that feeds here the Taurus, the water that you have as that cleansing, the water that is bringing powerful healing to the people, because it's needed. It's what you focused on for a while now, and you focus on turning this around, and you did. You did turn this around. You did turn this apple, the bite in the apple, around into this heart, and the butterfly came, and the transformation was completed. And now, as you can see, a new dawn is coming. A new energy is rising, is coming out to you, and you will be successful. You will be very successful. So I hope I see you in the next reading. That's when the sun, or we turn in such a way that we see behind the sun the constellation of Gemini. And Gemini is here. Sun in Gemini. Right? So from this perspective, the sun is moving. So you will again really learn to let go of these intense thoughts, of this intense mind play, letting go, and you begin something completely new through the north, looking up into the sky and get the information. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.